Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you Atlantic Fleet. The Battle of the Atlantic continued as Germany. What were we doing before? We had two submarines out of here that had popped out, and we needed to replace another two. So let's do that right now. A little bit of housekeeping. U-106, yes, and U-107, yes. Right, and I believe all of these will make their way into UK waters. Right. How are you 66 and 67 doing? Terribly. We'll have to send these back over here then. A little bit of repairing and rearming in order. Right, and this situation here is going to have to go on for a little bit longer then. Actually, now that we are here, let's just check torpedoes everywhere. So that's fine. Yeah, that's also fine, I suppose. Yep, that's all good. Yep, that's good. That's fine, and that's fine as well. Alright, so we're not doing too badly right now. Alright, let's press on. In the North Atlantic section, or Northwest Atlantic section, in mostly sunny weather in week 2 of July 1940, the battleship Gneisenau Task Force has picked up an enemy contact at noon. It is the destroyer Boadicea, and she's escorting a convoy of merchant ships, one C2 freighter, one C3 freighter, one T2 tanker, and a large freighter. Gneisenau already with medium damage, Nuremberg with light damage, and destroyer Z4 with no damage. Boadicea destroyer has the initiative in this battle. Right. Here we go. And immediately, pretty good shooting, I think. Almost scoring hits. Right. Gneisenau, let's have you turn hard starboard and target the Boadicea. 11.1 is required. Well, required, suggested, I should say. Not really required as such. Oh, that's a strong wind and it's blowing from right to left. Full correction necessary. Open fire. Fire! Yeah, very clearly a strong wind. The rest of you guys can actually turn away and make smoke. Disengage. I don't think you will be needed here. Hopefully the smoke screen will make it more difficult to target the other ships. Lost for words. The audacity. You damaged the AAA. Oh. Honestly, what do you think you're doing? Just what do you think you're doing? Unbelievable. The audacity. There's just... wow. Lost for words. We will have to respond to that. We can't just leave that like that. Fire! Mostly in the upper superstructure, those hits. But I'd like to think that they've done good things for us. Oh, I've not made smoke. I didn't make smoke. Destroyer. Oh, we seem to have confused them. Let's see. That's fine. move the Gneisenau along. Right, 10.4 was a little bit long. I'll go 9.9 this time then. Fire! Looked painful, but those were a little bit long, I would say. Even though we scored a couple of hits. They weren't good hits, unfortunately. Right, this time I actually make smoke as well. Secondary explosion, and they're making smoke as well. Good. So they have had enough. Right, 9.9 was still a little bit long, so we'll actually drop that further down. I'll go 9.1 this time. Guns go over here. Fire! Yeah, close enough. We managed to sink the Boadicea. Sink merchants and withdraw. Action report. On the British side, the destroyer Boadicea was sunk for 1,360 tons. And all the merchant ships, C2 freighter, C3 freighter, T2 tanker and large freighter all sunk as well. On the German side, the battleship Gneisenau ends with medium damage, the light cruiser Nuremberg ends with light damage, and the destroyer Z4 ends with no damage. Descending order, literally. Nothing, light, medium. Warship tons sunk on the British side 1,360. Merchant ship tons sunk on the British side 43,800. Nothing sunk in either category on the German side. 1,360 renown earned. Right, in the United Kingdom, in week 2 of July 1940, Axis bombers attacked the naval base at Liverpool and Portsmouth, causing heavy damage. Current repairs delayed by 4 turns. Good, good. That's a welcome bit of good news. They won't be getting their ships out of port as quickly. Right, let's press on. Week 2.5 of July 1940, in the Azore Isles, an Allied convoy was attacked by submarines. 56,830 tons of merchant shipping sunk. Again, in week 2.5 of July 1940, in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea, Axis bombers attacked the naval base at Alexandria, causing light damage. Current repairs delayed by 2 turns. That's not too bad, really, is it? Oh, we have our submarines back, so let's move these in here. Right, U-106 and 107 move into the western approaches. This surface fleet moves here, and this submarine moves here. Good. Yep, that's everything as it should be. Yep, all convoy routes covered. Good. They sometimes have convoys up here in the Arctic, but that's not really happening right now. I'm assuming these convoys go to Russia, but Russia's not in the war yet, so... well... not on the Allied side, anyway. They did invade Poland on September 17th. But that's not really made loud here. But anyway, in the Erminger Sea, in week 3 of July 1940, in rainy weather, the heavy cruisers / pocket battleships Admiral Graf Spee and Lutzow, both with light damage, and the destroyer Z3 with medium damage, have picked up an enemy contact in the afternoon. It's the destroyer Matabel and the corvette Acanthus? Not sure. The Germans have the initiative. But yeah, anyway, I was saying before that It must have been in a playthrough I was doing as Britain. There are convoys in the Arctic that would be heading to Russia. But seeing as Russia isn't actually in the war in this situation, at least not on the Allied side. Strictly speaking, not on the German side either, but, you know, Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, it doesn't exactly look good. There's no convoys there, as a result. 49 is suggested. High explosive shells. A correction will be necessary. Right about up here, maybe? Fire! So those were long. Yep, you also go harder ports. Speaking though of the start of the war, it was in one of my playthroughs as Britain, obviously. I did try and put some warships into the Baltic Sea at the start. I was thinking that maybe I could get naval engagement there, perhaps as part of the Polish campaign, but there was nothing there. I think even one of my ships got damaged. Like on the events page, it was like, oh, like this Allied warship attacked by Axis aircraft or something like that. And it just didn't go well at all. I was like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. Historically, of course, as we know, Poland received basically no help from the Allies. Left to basically die on its own. But I was like, no, I'm going to change it. I'm going to put British ships in the Baltic. We're going to, you know, try and do something. But either that playthrough was unlucky in the sense I didn't get an engagement, or the game just doesn't have that sort of thing. But anyway, harder starboard again. Right, 14.9 was nowhere near. Drop it right down, I'd say, probably to what? About 11.4 maybe. Fine, I'll go 11.1. Just for the wind, about here. Fire! Those were short. That's fine. No, not a problem. Right. We scored good hits on the destroyer last time. I'm thinking if I go down about, what, half a degree or so? Good hits again? I think so. Fire! These were pretty good hits again. Sinking or not yet? Not yet. Not yet. Continue to make smoke and go to safety. Smoke? Nope, not smoke. I'm guessing the only reason they're not making smoke is because they can't go up beyond 10 knots. Counters firing one 4-inch shell. Those of you who have watched some of my older videos perhaps already know my stance on corvettes. I don't particularly like them, and I'd like to think I am justified in not particularly being a huge fan of them. First of all, I completely understand the necessity for them. If you've got a convoy and the choice is either corvettes or no corvettes, you will of course put a corvette as an escort. Fire! but it's not a hugely effective escort, at least not an Atlantic fleet. Now, it could be that this game doesn't do them justice, in which case, you know, that's more the game's fault than mine. But the reason why I don't particularly like them is, number one, corvettes are very slow. They only go about 16 knots, which is actually slower than German submarines if you surface with them. Fire! If you surface with a Type 9 submarine, you're going at around 18 knots. Right, the Matabel is sinking. Another reason why I don't particularly like them is because they don't have much in the way of armament. They have one 4-inch gun, which is actually smaller than the deck gun you get on the on German submarines. I can't remember how big the naval gun is, what the deck gun is on the British subs, but I think on the German subs it's 4.3, I think, or thereabouts. Fire. So, you know, the caliber is small. They also don't have, what's it called, torpedoes. No torpedoing capability. And as far as I can remember, and I've played this game for, well, how long? 18 months now, almost? Oh, thinking back to when I first got it. Anyway, I've played this game for about 18 months now, and I've never, ever, ever, ever had a corvette survive a torpedo hit anywhere on it. You hit a corvette with a torpedo, it's going under. However, you hit a destroyer with a torpedo, it can survive, and I've had destroyers in the past survive being hit by one torpedo. But not a corvette. Fire! So yeah, that pretty much covers why I don't particularly like them. However, there is an advantage that they do have. They're very small. So unless your shooting is very accurate, you're going to struggle to hit them. So they've got that going for them. I've not selected it. I thought it was a bit suspicious that the guns were here at the start. Anyway, they're very small, so it's kind of hard to hit something that's small. Fire! So that's one hit, still a little bit short. No, I mean long, those were long. 8.9, let's drop that down to 7.6. Yep, that should be fine. Fire! Ooh, close, but not there. Not on the mark. No cigar for us on this occasion. 11.6 was still a little bit long, so we'll drop that further down to 11 this time. We'll go right over here. Fire! Nope, not quite there. Propulsion's knocked out, but not quite. 7.6 was alright. We'll go a tiny bit under. I actually will go with 7.4. I actually agree with that. We won't correct as much. Fire! Go on! Bullseye. Right, the Carter's corvette is also sinking now. Action report. On the British side, the destroyer Matabel was sunk for 1,850 tons, and the corvette Acanthus was sunk for 950 tons. On the German side, the heavy cruisers / pocket battleships Admiral, Graf Spee and Lutzow end the battle with light damage. The destroyer Z3 ends with medium damage. Warship tons sunk on the British side 2,800. Merchant ship tons sunk on the British side 0. And nothing sunk in either category on the German side. 2,800 renown earned. In week 3 of July 1940, on the North American North Seaboard, an Allied convoy was attacked by submarines. 53,750 tons of merchant shipping sunk. Right, I think... yeah, we'll do this one and then we'll wrap it up. In the Canary Islands in week 3 of July 1940, in mostly sunny weather, the submarines U-104 and U-105 have picked up an enemy contact in the morning. It's the destroyers Khartoum and Musketeer, and they're escorting a convoy of merchant ship C3 freighters, large freighters, T2 tankers and a C2 freighter. German subs have the initiative. Right, how are we positioned? This is not good positioning, and this is also not good positioning because they're moving away from us, aren't they? Seriously, that's what we're doing? Fine. Large freighter, I need to torpedo you because I need to get the destroyer's attention. Oh, we're not quite there yet. Oh, we can torpedo the T2 tanker perhaps. Maybe if they turn towards us we could get a better shot away. They're just moving along, straight ahead. 4,000 yards, right, we'll go here then. If they're going straight, it's a pretty straight... well, if they're going straight, it's a straightforward task to plot a torpedo that'll hit. I think about here. I'm not going to get away from it even if they turn. I think I'll put it just over here to make sure absolutely that they get hit. Right. Fire that away, please. Right, you can hold your fire for now. I'm moving straight ahead, not really caring much at all. Here comes the torpedo. Good. That should get their attention. Get into position to potentially fire at the Khartoum. Here we go, they're turning. They're turning. Musketeer also turning. They've decided that they're going to steam in for a closer look, investigate what's going on. Investigate. Try and sink the U-boat that's there by firing at it with gunfire and scoring many hits as well immediately. Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less. Oh, it's a new submarine. I've only just got it, and already pumps heavy damage, propulsion, aft torpedo tubes, and pressure hull with light damage. Honestly, you people just... I don't even know what to say. It's the first salvo and you immediately go and pull that on. Mind you, it's elite gunnery. I know. It's if you want not decent gunnery, then turn elite gunnery off. I mean, interesting how I turn elite gunnery on, and then when there's elite gunnery, I start piping up. There we are. Even in real life, you wouldn't really, well, I don't know, would you? I don't think you'd get that sort of thing in real life, where you score hits immediately. These destroyers are really messing about all over the place. Tell you what then. Let's do this and really, really say to them, look, if you're going to carry on like this, you're going to be seeing more torpedoes being fired. I wonder what they'll do then. Like, what's their course of action now? Sinking immediately? Maybe, maybe not. They've completely gone away from this submarine now. U-104. It's just U-105 now. No action. No action. There's just no action all the time. It's a boring episode. Should have introduced this. Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you Atlantic Fleet, Battle of the Atlantic as Germany. No action. It's the no action show, it would seem. Are they going to collide? Oh, I can't tell if they've collided already or not. But I can if I go in here. Yeah, what they've done here is... Yeah, they've decided that, you know what, we're gonna, you know, collide. Alright, very, very well. Not complaining about that. Now, this means I could potentially torpedo them right there. I'm going to try something. Seeing as they are really far away, might as well try it. We've got 4 torpedoes and we've got 21 on board, so it's not going to be, you know. One over here. And I'll put one over here as well. I know this is a 3-turn shot, but basically they're not doing anything. Or at least they don't look like they are. Right, Musketeers over here. So Musketeers getting a bit close. Oh no, don't let them through! No, don't let them through, don't let them through. They're not allowed to get through. Well, I said it was a 3-turn shot, but I was willing it to hit now. When I saw that they were moving forward, I was like, come on, do it, prove me wrong, and it did it. You could say in a way that I manifested this. It's a shame I can't manifest other things so convincingly in my life. Because if I could, I'd be much further along than I am now. Fire! Yep. Hit. Yeah, possibly. Depends who you ask. Right, well, we've sunk the Khartoum, so now it's just the Musketeer that needs to be sunk. Any damage? No damage, so on that basis I'm going to say no hits were scored. But seeing as gunfire has gone down, let's dive away. Keep safe. All these are moving that way. That's fine. 2,545. Surface or not yet? On the boundary. Yes or no? Could be either or. Right, you'll be alright now. You're going to surface now because, well, obviously we're going to be close enough now. Very, very nice. Ding dong, hello. Right. Guns go, well, torpedo goes between the guns and one in the general area of the funnel. Fire away. Right, Musketeer has been sunk as well. So that means the escort has been sunk, which means we can quickly go in here and sink merchants and withdraw. Action report. On the British side, the destroyer Khartoum was sunk for 1,690 tons. The destroyer Musketeer was sunk for 1,950 tons. And all the merchant ships, C3 freighters, T2 tankers, large freighters and C2 freighter all sunk as well. On the German side, the submarines U-104 and U-105 end the battle with light damage. Warship tons sunk on the British side 3,640. Merchant ship tons sunk on the British side 83,900. 3,640 renown earned. Right, I do believe it's a good point to end here, I think. Let's just quickly check this. Week 3.5 of July 1940, 427,000 tons being sunk per month, so no idea why it's not giving me the victory. Allied merchants sunk per month is going up. I've not let a single convoy through yet so far, so I just don't understand the victory mechanic. No blue squares. Over 400,000 tons sunk per month, not 300,000, which is the official requirement. I don't understand this. Ships lost, nothing extra on the German side. More ships have joined the British side here. 9 vessels sunk for Germany for 18,000 tons and 115 sunk for the British, almost 700,000 tons. Merchants sunk approaching 5 million tons now. We could get it in the next episode, 5 million tons of merchant shipping. But will we do that? Well, you'll have to watch the next episode, but for now, that is all from Admiral Playerovski. If you enjoy the content I put out, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.